Hi, I'm Ujjwal Amatya, student ID EMV 80503. We are going to talk about pattern of trade, Australia and United Kingdom. We are group number 20 and my group members are Prajwal Dhakal, Rohit Thapa, Asim Acharya and Sagar Neupane. So let me go straight into the introduction. On our presentation we'll talk about the trade patterns of Australia and United Kingdom, which are kingdom. And the second thing we are going to talk about the factors that affect the trade in the two nations are expressed in detail. A link of the trade patterns to the trade theories has also been discussed in the presentation. So moving on to trade in UK and Australia in 30 years. The trade patterns for both Australia and UK have led to the development of the economy and mass extent as far as favorable outcomes are concerned. Australia, despite some volatility, trade was found to be a considered a steady promotion to that of the GDP. The trade deficit of Australia during 2014 was 1.4% of the GDP, which is considered to be less than that of Japan and the US. So, moving on to trade balance of Australia. There is a trade deficit over the long term period. Both the imports and export has increased over the years. Import have been quite higher than imports. Parliament of Australia 19, which is the source for it. So I'm going to call my friend Asim for the presentation. Thank you.
Free. Thank you, Ujjwal. It's me, Asim. My student ID EMB 21099. Now I would like to talk about Australia trade patterns. The majority of export from Australia was made to China, Japan, and United States. China being one of the major exporter market, and it shows 28.8% of the export from Australia. According to SBS News 2019, in 2000 the exports volume was $7 billion and in 2015 it increased to $90 billion. Now I would like to talk about trade patterns of United Kingdom. Britain has been found to have a higher ratio of outwards and inwards investment in GDP. The linguistic and the cultural ties as well as the euro area has been found to explain the fact that US is the top of the United Kingdom export goods market. During 2009, there has been greater dominance of manufacturing sector in export. Thank you. I would like to call Prajwal Dhakal for that.
Hi, this is me Prajwal Dhakal. Now I'm going to present my further presentation, and thanks to my friend Asim Acharya. Now I'm going to talk about the imports by United Kingdom. The import of the good in the United Kingdom market has shown an incredible increase by 86%, and the import of the services has increased to 107% since 2000 AD. Until the year 1986, the service account surplus was found to offset the deficit on the trade in the goods. This is published by the Assets Publishing Service of UK government on 2019. Now I am going to say about the Brexit impact on United Kingdom trade. So here I am going to talk about like the drawbacks, what the Brexit was, that is increased the cost of the trade between EU and UK. Brexit lead to rise in the tariff on imports and higher non-tariff barriers to the trade, which helps to the trade system between the UK. And now I'm going to talk about some of the factors of United Kingdom and Australia which have affected the trade patterns. First of all, I am going to say about the United Kingdom factors which have affected the trade patterns. So first number point is the increase of the intermediate merchandise trade, and second number is export directed towards the advanced manufacturing services and goods, and the third point is the maximization in the demand of concerning in the emerging economies. Now I like to say about the Australian factors that has affected the trade patterns. So there are 2 points I have generated from this sector. That the first one is the flow of capital in the economy, and the second number is Australian trade has its nation's trade to stay concerned or connected with the offshore buyers attracted that attracted the foreign investment, so that it can boost the education sector. So that from this we can say that the Australian trade is mainly focused on the educational sectors, as we can find out the many education sectors are here in the Australia. So I have found this point through the Australian Trade Government.uk from 2019. So I like to invite my friend Rohit Thapa for the further presentation and finish his presentation. Thank you. Start.
Thank you, Prajwal. Hi, I'm Rohit. My student ID is EMV5115. Now I'm going to talk about findings and conclusion of the study. Now, findings in relation to the trade theories. Trade theory helps in explaining the trade pattern at the industry level and consider the differences in technology and knowledge. Exchange rate has weak impact on the trade, but the theory tend to suggest that depreciation is more likely to raise the trade at the extensive margin than the intensive margin. Now the conclusion. The trade patterns in a country has a significant influence on the economic condition of the country. Australia and the UK are engaged in huge volumes of import and the export of the goods and services. The internal trade has been affected by the exchange rate, income elasticities, and Brexit in case of the UK. Thank you.